What up, Regime? Iamsymphony, or what up, Camila's, or I don't know what you guys are calling yourselves, but I've been seeing on Twitter. I'm just bad at like pronouncing things like that. You guys have wanted me to do a bunch of Shawn Mendes videos, and you guys have wanted me to do more Camila videos, so this is a throwback to when they performed I Know What You Did Last Summer on the Late Late Show with James Corden. Guys, before we do this, please click subscribe. I appreciate all the support. Let's keep it going. There's reverb on the voice. So one thing I want to point out is that when you sing with reverb like that, it's a cool effect, and it helps add depth and volume to when you're singing with like less instruments around you. But another thing, what makes it that much harder is that with reverb, if you mess up even the slightest bit, it echoes, like you hear everything. So you gotta be more in your game. One thing that's crazy that she does, Camila, in the middle of like even the shortest note, she could add like a vibrato to it. So there's always some type of garnish or like her own touch into every single thing she sings. This guy, the reason, so this is the thing that you gotta point out, because I hear people say things about him, and they're probably not his fans, right? And I don't listen to his music, but I'm gonna say this. He sings like exactly how he's supposed to, and I know that doesn't sound like it's a compliment, it doesn't really sound like I'm saying anything, but let me explain. This guy's not a Brian McKnight, obviously, right? But he sings good, and people will say that he doesn't sing that great because he's not doing all these runs and everything like that, but that doesn't really have anything to do with the type of musician you are, what type of singer you are. He adds everything that he's great at. He doesn't do too much or too little. It goes exactly with what he's trying to do. I'm a big supporter of people that, sorry, I'm getting like sucked up in the song. I'm a big supporter of people trying to be exactly who they are, and you can tell when this guy performs, he's being himself 100%, and that's why he sounds very, very good. You know what I mean? He's not trying to be Ed Sheeran or anyone else. Another thing too that it sounds funny, but actually, real quick, Camila sounds really good in her lower register still. So one thing I was going to point out, he's playing guitar, and sometimes on a stage it's hard to be able to know how loud you're supposed to sing because you're not going to hear the guitar like you would if you were in like a closed room by yourself, so your volume has to adjust like constantly. And then also, wait, hold on, sorry. No, okay, I'm gonna talk more about this guy after, but Camila, like, I say it a lot on Twitter, I'm not saying it to like bullshit everybody. She has like that it factor. Like, a lot of you guys are asking me like, oh, is this your favorite member, or was it your favorite member of Fifth Harmony and stuff like, it's not even that. Like, I think at the end of the day, everyone are separate artists on their own regardless, and it's not even downplaying anything that those other people did. Everyone else in Fifth Harmony is amazing. Camila has an it factor. It's not even like they're amazing, but it's a separate conversation. Camila has that it factor. Let me go and stop this right here. Like, there's a certain area, and it's gonna sound like this is all really unrelated. There's a certain area that people get to when you're a musician or an artist in general, and you have to be able to let go, and whatever is there and who you are, like, it just comes out, and it's like a weird stage where maybe some of you have felt, and it doesn't have to be with just like art. It could be like if you're a soccer player, if you're a basketball player, or if you cook things, or you write, or you draw. There's a certain like zone that you can get into where you are yourself entirely, and that's where true creativity comes out, because you're not afraid to like let go of anything, and it's just you don't feel boxed in. And when she performs, I 100% feel like that's what she does, because her singing voice doesn't sound entirely different from her like speaking voice. If you kind of get what I'm saying, like she's not trying to sing and sound a little bit like Lady Gaga. She's not trying to sing and sound like Adele or Sia or Beyonce or nobody. She's being herself, and when she's performing, she don't move like anyone else. She don't do the same types of runs. To be honest, like there's a lot of stuff that she does very, very like different than everybody else, and I'm a huge, like, obviously, like I said, supporter of anyone that does that kind of stuff. To stop going in about her, because I don't want you guys to get like annoyed with me giving so much praise to one side of this video. Shawn Mendes, another thing I want to point out too is like he is so spot on. He's true to himself also, and that's why I can appreciate this, because I don't really listen to Shawn Mendes, but he's very good. And then also one thing that needs to be pointed out too is that like he's seasoned, and like it's a hard thing to go up there with a guitar and basically control everything. When you're like a singer-songwriter like that, you're like the front person for the entire band. So it's like they're not adjusting to you. Like, I mean, you're not adjusting to them, they follow you. He's in control of like everything. And that's why I was pointing out the volume and everything like that, because if you get too overzealous and you start like getting too emotional in the song and like speeding up, the band will adjust to you too, and then it'll speed up, and then Camila would have to adjust and all this stuff. So he's like super controlled. He's very good at taking control of the performance, and he's being himself. He's not trying to overdo it. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna keep ranting if I don't stop myself right now. Send me more recommendations of what you guys want. Thank you for all the support on Twitter. Please subscribe. Please follow me on everything. I love hearing from you guys, and I want to be able to give my opinion on more things. I just don't know what you guys want to hear, and keep letting me know what you think, guys. I'll see you next time. My long distance relationship worked out, but we broke up. So let me give you the story first, and then I'm going to tell you guys what I think about long distance relationships, because a lot of you have been asking about this. I started dating this girl, and she was a few years younger than me, so there was a little bit of an age gap as well, right? But we met over the summer, and we started talking, and then we started dating, and then, you know, eventually we were in a relationship exclusively with each other. What